Welcome to the channel, Quotes YouTube Advice from the Elderly, a place to share valuable life lessons from senior citizens. Here, we honor the wisdom and rich life experiences accumulated by previous generations over the years. On this channel, you will find stories and real-life experiences from those who have gone through many ups and downs in life. We share simple, yet incredibly valuable advice on how to live, work, and maintain happiness. Lessons from the experiences and mistakes of the older generation will help you avoid repeating similar errors. The channel also provides small tips to help you live healthier and happier, from healthcare to maintaining an optimistic spirit. Additionally, we share wise living principles and life rules to help you face and adapt to changes and challenges in life. Join us to listen and learn from the elderly to not only live better, but also pass on valuable values to future generations. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and follow the channel to not miss any useful videos. Advice from the elderly, where wisdom and life experiences are honored. Sigmund Freud's life lessons we all learn too late in life. 1. Comparing yourself to the past. The only person you need to compare yourself to is who you were in the past, and the only person you need to be better than is who you are now. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. 2. Understanding yourself. A busy man is seldom visited by idle friends, just like no flies fly to a boiling pot. One day, in retrospect, you will see that the years of struggle were the most beautiful. 3. Depression and fear. Depression is frozen fear. Before diagnosing yourself with depression or low self-esteem, ensure that you are not simply surrounded by negative influences. 4. Friendship and love. Friendship is an art of keeping distance, while love is an art of intimacy. Most people do not really want freedom because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are afraid of responsibility. 5. Self-understanding and honesty. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. Happiness is a child's dream fulfilled in maturity. 6. Family and relationships. A husband is almost always only a substitute for the beloved man and not the man himself. All family life is organized around the most damaged person in it. 7. Enjoyment and limits. Limitation in the possibility of enjoyment raises the value of the enjoyment. When one does not have what one wants, one must want what one has. 8. The power of words. Words have magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or the deepest despair. No mortal is capable of keeping a secret. If his lips are silent, his fingertips will reveal it. Betrayal oozes from every pore. 9. The death of a father. A father's death is the most important event and the most heartbreaking loss in a man's life. People are often insincere in sexual matters. They do not openly display their sexuality but hide it with a tight coat of lies, as if it were bad weather. 10. Love and vulnerability. In the world of sexual relations, we are never so defenseless as when we love, and never so helplessly unhappy as when we lose the object of our love. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. At a woman's breast, love and hunger cross paths. 11. Envy and living by your own rules. Envy is destructive. Do not be tempted by it. Live by your own rules. Religion is a universal compulsive neurosis. 12. Recognizing and solving problems. Recognizing a problem is half the success in solving it. One becomes bold when one is sure of being loved. 13. Intellect and listening. The voice of the intellect is quiet but persistent, and only those who listen find it. Only the complete absence of sex can be considered a sexual deviation. Everything else is a matter of taste. 14. Mind and emotions. The mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. You should not look for strength and confidence outside, but inside yourself. They have always been there. 15. Dynamism and success. The energetic and successful man is the one who transforms the fantasies of desire into reality. A man should not strive to eliminate his complexes, but to get into accord with them. They are what direct his conduct in the world. 16. Marriage and family life. When people marry, they no longer live for each other as they did before. They live with each other for a third person, and dangerous rivals soon appear for the husband in the household and nursery. We enter the world alone and leave it alone. 17. Adaptation and death. All adaptation is partial death, the disappearance of a particle of individuality. Perfect eternal hate, purified love exists only between the addict and the drug. 18. Love and work. Love and work, work and love. That's all there is. Without love, we fall ill. 19. Sexual orientation and circumstances. All people are born bisexual and later choose their sexual orientation depending on their life's circumstances. Time spent with cats is never wasted. 20. Maturity and satisfaction. Maturity is the ability to postpone gratification. Adults do not understand children because we no longer understand our own childhood. 21. Father's protection. There is no need in childhood as strong as the need for a father's protection. History is just new people making old mistakes. 22. Issues with sexuality. Those who lack sex talk about sex, the hungry talk about food, the poor talk about money, and our oligarchs and bankers talk about morality. Civilized society is perpetually menaced with disintegration through the primary hostility of men towards one another. 23. Masturbation and shame. The only shame in masturbation is the shame of not doing it well. Everyone owes nature and death. 24. Hints in sexuality. A woman will never want sex with a man who doesn't get her hints. Just as no one can be forced into belief, no one can be forced into unbelief. 25. Women and sexuality. Avoid women who talk a lot about sex because often they have had a psychological breakdown from the lack of it. Experience teaches us that the world is not a nursery. 26. The secrets of the soul. The secret of the human soul lies in the psychic dramas of childhood. Understand these dramas and healing will come. Masturbation is one of the primary actions. Subsequent addictions like alcohol, tobacco, morphine are merely substitutes. 27. The mind and icebergs. The mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. You should not look for strength and confidence outside, but inside yourself. They have always been there. 28. Conclusion. We have selected these quotes from Sigmund Freud, the founder of psychoanalysis. As you can see from his quotes, Freud devoted his life to developmental and mental health research. We hope these quotes have piqued your interest and helped you get to know yourself better. Thank you for watching this video.